Yo, what is good, guys? In today's video, we're going to be customizing the Dinka Blista Kanjo. The Blista Kanjo is based off a EK9 Honda Civic Type R. The EK9 Honda Civic was the very first Honda Civic that offered the Type R. Now, we did not get the Type R variant here in the States. It was strictly right-hand drive only. So without further ado, let's hop in and get to customizing. The Dinka Blista Kanjo is in the compacts class for racing. And let's start off with the usual armor and brakes for the front bumpers. We got some different splitter options, sticker bomb. Got like some canards going on there. And onto the race bumpers with brackets. We got the time attack bumper. Oh my goodness. Look how ridiculous that is. It looks like a giant snowplow attachment for the front of the car. I really like how the street bumper looks, so let's go for that. And for the rear bumpers, we can add, looks like a tow hook there. Do the sticker bomb thing. We have some crazy diffuser options going on. A highway racer. Time attack bumper. And we can just remove the rear bumper altogether, I guess. Okay, man, that is not the most aesthetically pleasing look for this car. Yeah, most of the rear bumper options are kind of overkill in my opinion. So with that being said, let's just go for the primary trim bumper. And moving on to the doors, we can add some wind deflectors. We can make them carbon. And we can also do window nets. Now, the window net is definitely a cool look for like race car. However, if you install the window net, it completely removes the ability to shoot out of your vehicle. So you can no longer defend yourself against attackers if you are in a public lobby. Yeah, I'll probably just leave that stock. For the engine, let's go level 4. Exhaust. All right, we got some exhaust options. Got the tuner, the chrome. We have a track exhaust. And it looks like another titanium. And the big bore exhaust. Very nice, very fitting for a Honda Civic. And we got the blast pipes. Oh man, that is pretty wild. Let's go for the tuner exhaust. And for the fenders, we can do sticker bomb. We could add a little vent to the front. We could also do a bolt-on rear fender. We have track fenders, we got carbon track, and we even have race fenders. Yeah, let's go for the vented front fender. I do like that look. For the grille, we can do a primary, we can debadge, we can expose the intercooler. We can also do a black Dinka, white Dinka, and finally the water sprayer and the twin fans. Yeah, let's go for the exposed intercooler. Definitely a clean look. For the hood, we can do a hood bra. We can do a secondary. Got the sticker bomb, rusty, carbon fiber. And we got the lifted primary. You can do that in secondary or carbon fiber. We got the street hood, has a vent on the hood right there near the center. You can do that in carbon fiber. We had the performance, and it looks kind of similar to the street. It's just a bigger vent, I guess. Do that in carbon, and we also have the race hood. And finally, the big turbo hood. That is pretty sick, actually. Yeah, let's go for the carbon fiber hood. Livery options. All right, we got some street decals. And we got the shopping list, so it's the same thing, but I guess it's just white. Got the Clubman Racer. Got a Rusty livery. Got Outlaw Racer. That livery's pretty sick. Got another race livery. a blue themed race car livery. We also have the Atomic Motorsport, Globe Oil Racing, the Dinka Race Team. We got the Retro, and finally the shiny Wasabi Kitty. Alright, for a livery, let's go for the street decals. I think that is a nice clean look. And for the plate, we'll go Custom Biscuits plate. And let's make it yellow on black. Roll cage, alright, we got a street half cage, the track half, dash dodger, padded, the full roll, and the padded full roll cage. I will skip the roll cages. For the roof, we can go secondary sticker bomb. We can go carbon fiber roof. Got a roof box, a roof rack, and off to the track. All right, for the side skirts, we can do primary. We can make them secondary. Sticker bomb option, of course. We got street skirts, and it looks like it adds a winglet to the back end there. You can add those in carbon. And we can go race skirts, and that's even bigger winglet. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the winglets on the side skirts, so let's just go for the primary side skirts. For the spoiler, all right, so we can do primary. We've got to get in secondary or sticker bomb. And there is the carbon fiber OE wing. That's nice. Also have a raised wing in case you want to struggle to go above 80 miles per hour on the highway. Got a flap wing, secondary flap, drift wing, GT wing. Got a track wing, the time attack wing. Oh boy. We got the street SPL, extreme performance, the race, loop battle, and the circuit master. All right, well, we're gonna have to go carbon OEM wing. I didn't really care for any of the spoiler options. They look a little bit off. All right, sun strips. We have primary, secondary. Yeah, let's do the sun strip. That's very fitting for a Honda Civic. And suspension, we're gonna slam this all the way down. Yes, love how low this thing gets. Look how much of a drop it is just from the stock to the lowered. I love that. And then also I love that the sports suspension and the competition, your ride height is the same, but it just adjusts how much negative camber you have. All right, well, let's go competition, absolutely. And for the transmission, we'll go race. And for the trunk, looks like we can paint it primary, you can do secondary, you can sticker bomb the entire thing, or carbon fiber. Yeah, let's go primary. I feel like that updates the rear end a little bit, gives it more of an updated look. And for the turbo, of course, windows. Let's go ahead and black out the window with some limo tint. And wheels. For the wheels, let's stick with the tuner category. I don't think some giant oversized wheels are going to look good on this car. And let's go for the Cosmos. And we're going to want bulletproof tires. All right, now we just have the respray. So we have a primary color. And we also have a secondary color, which appears to be the mirrors and the stitching on the front two seats. For a primary, let's go metallic race yellow. And let's go ahead and match up the secondary paint as well to race yellow. All right, that is all the options. So let's go ahead and get this outside so we can get a closer look at all the details. And here we have the Blista Kanjo outside, fully tricked out and customized. I think this car came out very, very well. I love the amount of detail Rockstar put in. Like, look at the headlights. They look like slightly scuffed up and slightly starting to fade. Let's go ahead and get all the doors opened up and get a closer look at everything. Starting off first underneath the hood at the engine model. Very nice detail there underneath the hood. Here is the passenger side door panel. And then here is the interior. Coming back here to the hatch. Actually a little bit of texture back here. That is surprising. Normally Rockstar completely skips any texture back here. And finally the driver's side panel. And here is the driver's side interior. We do have 3 pedals, so I guess this car must be a manual transmission. Also looks like the steering wheel gets some of the yellow stitching. The secondary color comes through on there. Let's give it some gas and do a sound test. Alright, definitely love the turbo / blow-off valve sound. Not a unique engine note by any means, definitely reused. Let's check out the drivetrain real quick and confirm. Front wheel drive, as most Honda Civics are. The Blista Kanjo has a top speed of 109 miles per hour. This car is actually within the top 5 fastest compacts for both top speed and lap times. Overall, it is a pretty nimble car as far as handling goes. However, there is some understeer going on when turning, and that is kind of to be expected with a front-wheel drive vehicle. Alright, now that we are up to top speed, let's try a brake test. 3, 2, 1, brake. Nice. I would say average brakes. Alright guys, so there you have it, the Dinka Blista Kanjo. At a buy it now price of $580,000, you really can't go wrong with this one. It is a great value and within the top 5 fastest vehicles for the compact class, and pretty good customization. So if you are a fan of tuners, Honda Civics, then yes, definitely pick this one up. It's actually really nice to review a car for you guys that is fairly priced and not just like outrageously expensive. If you found this video helpful and enjoy this style of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Also be sure to smash the like button so YouTube can help recommend this video for others to see. Thank you guys for watching, please stay safe, and I will catch you on the next video. Peace out.